guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Olivia, and today I have a really fun video. I'm going to be chatting about some healthy habits that I have been implementing over the past year. Some of them are a little bit more recent that have honestly changed my life. Some of them are a little bit more like bigger than others, but most of them are really tiny things, which is kind of what I've been trying to focus on. Really small changes that I can make that can have a really big impact. So I'm not going to faff about with a really long annoying intro. I have what I'm going to talk about written down on my iPad, so I will just get into it. Okay, so the first one I have put down is prioritising daily self-care. So this will look different for everyone. This could be like 5 minutes of meditation in the morning, and this could be a 10-minute walk every day when you get home from work. This could be just genuinely making it a priority to spend 10 minutes hugging your dog. Like, it literally could be something different for everyone. Or maybe you don't even want to do it every day. Maybe it could just be something you do one day a week or a few hours every week or whatever. But just really making yourself a priority, the things that you enjoy, your hobbies, your interests, random stuff that you wouldn't always give that much time to, but it really matters to you, that kind of thing, and you really prioritise it, and you don't kind of cancel it because you think, oh, it's just plans with myself, like I'll cancel that, you know, like make it important. So that brings me to my next one, which is decide your priorities and stick to them. So this is something I've been trying really hard to do, and it can honestly make such a big difference. So basically what this entails is like deciding the things that are important to you, whether that is, you know, a dog walk every day, having dinner with your family, you know, maybe it's I want to read for an hour every night before I go to bed. Decide the things that are important to you and don't make compromises when it comes to those things. The next one is have an actual sleep schedule. So this is something which I feel like definitely most people struggle with. I know I do. Although to be fair, it's not because I like sit on my phone. I genuinely have like borderline insomnia, so that's not really my fault, but yeah, you basically want to be getting like a good amount of sleep. For everyone that's different. I think the kind of scientificness is that you should probably get around 8 hours sleep, but for some people, you know, they need more than that, which is fine. But like have an actual sleep schedule and stick to it. So getting up, even if you like get 8 hours sleep every night, if you're going to bed one night at like 1 and you get up at 9, you still got 8 hours sleep, but then the next day you go to bed at 11, you get up at 7, and the next day you don't go to bed until 3 and you get up at 10. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like, even if you're getting 8 hours sleep, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a good 8 hours. So well, I know like if I'm working late, I can't get to bed really before like 11, but as far as possible, have a sleep schedule and stick to it. So the next one I have is count your small achievements. So for me, this has been such a big massive thing that I've been doing, and it really has made like such a difference. So is kind of giving yourself credit for really small achievements. That can literally be things as small as making your bed, getting a shower, posting a parcel, like making a doctor's appointment. It can be the most random like small thing, but if you like give yourself credit for that and you count it as an achievement, then you're so much more likely to feel like accomplished and like have a good rest of your day if you do that. I think it's also like, if all you do in a day is get out of bed and have a shower and go for a 5-minute walk outside, like that's still a good day. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of reframing what is a productive day, you know, because like self-care is productive and I think people forget that. So giving yourself credit for like those small achievements, even if that's all you do in that day, you know, whereas normally you would have just kind of thought, oh, all I did today was get up and have a shower and then go for a walk. whereas if you give yourself credit for those achievements, you'll still feel like you had a good day. The next one is let yourself feel your feelings. So I feel like I say this all the time on my Instagram, but again, this is something I have worked on so hard over the past couple of years, and I think I'm getting there somewhat. But like, don't, if you're feeling something, if you feel sad, if you feel, you know, annoyed about something, whatever you're feeling, don't just kind of like shove that feeling away and think like, I'll park that over there and I'll forget about it, because the likelihood is you won't forget about it. It'll just be worse because you're dealing with it on your own and you're not processing it. So find a way, and this again will be different for everyone, find a way that works for you, that you can process how you're feeling. So for some people that will be journaling, for some people that might be meditation, prayer, just talking to a friend, it could be anything. But like I said, it'll be different for everyone. But find a way that works for you to process your feelings. I think whether it's journaling, like writing it down, or actually speaking it out loud, I think one of those two is really good, because then you can kind of externalize it and it doesn't seem as bad once you like speak it or write it. You know, you kind of get it out of your head, if that makes sense. So yeah, let yourself feel those feelings, and I think it's just important, because if you sort of try and push them away, then you like invalidate them, and they are valid because all your feelings are valid. So that's just really important that you acknowledge that. So the next one is have 1 hour away from social media before you go to sleep. I know that like the days whenever I sit on social media right up until the moment I'm going to sleep is, I think, quite like damaging, because it means the last thing you're thinking about, because whether you know it or not, when you're on social media you're comparing yourself to other people and you're thinking about what other people think of you, and it's just not a very healthy thing to be thinking last thing before you go to bed, because then you go to bed thinking about that, and if you're anything like me, you'll just lie awake thinking about it. So having an hour away from social media before you go to sleep can just improve the quality of your sleep, and it will just make you feel so much more calm, in my opinion anyway. And so the next one is keep your space tidy. So for everyone this will be different again. If you have an office, this is keep your office tidy. If it's just your bedroom, then it's, you know, make your bed, put your, you know, pencils back in the little pencil pot on your desk. You know, it's just really small things that for me the biggest thing is whenever I get laundry, like if sometimes I do my laundry but sometimes my parents do it, we just kind of alternate, and if someone brings laundry into my bedroom, whether it was me or my parents, put it away as soon as I get it. That's my thing I'm really trying to work on, because if I don't put 1 lot of laundry away, then it turns into 2, and 1 lot of laundry isn't very much, but when there's 2 it's quite a lot, and then it turns into 3, and then, I mean, if you've seen my tap to tidy stories on Instagram, you'll know how bad my laundry piles can get. But yeah, that's just for me like a small thing, because if I keep my bedroom tidy, then I feel like I find it so much easier to be relaxed there. If I keep my workspace tidy, then it's so much easier to work and be productive and focus. Whereas if I'm working in a messy space, I feel like, I don't know, I just am distracted the whole time. It just doesn't feel like a place where I can really focus and, you know, just do my work. So this is my personal favourite one actually of the 10 that I'm sharing today, 10 little habits. And again, I've chatted about this on my Instagram stories a few times, and this is turn your to-do lists into I get to lists. So this is one of a few mindset shifts that I've really been trying to practice and implement, and basically this is acknowledging the fact that you're privileged to be able to get to do the things you do, and sort of having a bit of a gratitude mindset towards like mundane everyday tasks. So for example, instead of writing a to-do list that says like today, because I think a to-do list sort of implies I have to do these things, and it's sort of like it's a chore. So instead of writing a to-do list that says, you know, today I have to work out and, you know, film a video and do homework and go to work and whatever, to think I get to work out, film a video, do homework, go to work. That kind of acknowledges that each of those things is a privilege. So I get to work out, I'm really privileged to have the ability to actually move my body physically, and I'm really privileged to have the access to, you know, like equipment or resources or whatever that help me do that. You know, for work, I'm really lucky that I have a job, and a job that I enjoy, and I recognise that like so many people would love to have my job, and do you know what I mean? So it's sort of recognising that each thing can be good, and it's not something you have to do, it's not a chore, it's something that you're blessed that you get to do. And then that kind of goes on to my next one, which is just gratitude. Practice gratitude in your entire day, preferably first thing in the morning and last thing at night, but try and implement it just in your entire day, because a gratitude mindset, without trying to sound all like hippie whatever, being grateful for the things you have like actively is, I just can't stress enough how much more happy it can make you. And I'm not someone that thinks like you have to be happy all the time, you have to be grateful and positive all the time, because I know that's not reality. But the more grateful you are for things actively, whereas like, I know if we all think about it, we're grateful for everything we have, but actively saying, wow, I'm so grateful for this, I'm so grateful for this, it makes you again recognize the privileges you have, and it makes you want to utilize those things, and it makes you recognize that you're so lucky and blessed, and it can really help you find the good in a day which otherwise might have been a kind of crappy day. And then my final one is a little bit about exercise. So my final healthy habit is exercise and move your body if and because you can and you want to, and for no other reason. So for me, this has just been something I've been working on so hard this year. And again, I've said this quite a few times on my Instagram, like move your body because you can and you want to and for no other reason, because I think it's really, really easy, especially with like the influences of social media and everything. And I think especially during like lockdowns and quarantines and that kind of thing, because I think influencers and like fitness brands and stuff have kind of been playing on the fact that everyone's at home, they think everyone's trying to lose weight, whatever. I think that exercise has sort of become something that we do, and we generally hate doing it, but we do it because we want to lose weight, or we do it because we want to change the way we look, and I think that that's quite sad that that's what it's come to, because I've felt like that in the past, and for many years I felt like any optional exercise I did was something I was doing to change the way I looked, and that's just sad, like, because it's so amazing that we can exercise, that we can go for a walk, or we can run, or we can skip, or we can cycle, or do whatever the heck it is you want to do. And I think that that's kind of what I'm trying to say, is like, you know, exercise shouldn't be, you know, 100 squats and 100 lunges and, you know, running 10k every day because that's what social media says. Exercise should be whatever you want it to be. You know, dance around your room to like old One Direction songs, or, you know, just go and skip in the garden or walk your dog, or, do you know what I mean? Just do whatever makes you feel good, because that's the only way it'll be sustainable. And like, movement is so good for you, and like I say, do it if you want to and because you want to and you can. I'm getting there with this, and have become so much more like grateful for the things that my body can do for me recently, whereas before I would have been very, very critical of my body and negative about it. Whereas exercising for the reasons of because I can and because I want to has really helped me to be grateful to my body for the amazing things that it can do for me and the things that it does for me every day. Not just movement wise, like all the things that it does. So that is it, guys. That is my 10 healthy habits. I really hope that this was helpful. I posted on my Instagram I think sometime in December, asking if you guys wanted a night routine or this video that weekend, and everyone chose night routine. So since then I was sort of doing Christmas videos and things, so I thought I would pop this little video in here. I thought it was a fun one. And yeah, I also did briefly want to say, like, I'm not doing this because it's a new year. I was going to film this video anyway, like I say, in December, and this has nothing to do with New Year's resolutions or whatever. If you want to make resolutions, that's great for you, but don't feel like you have to. Also, don't feel pressure to like reflect on last year. I touched on this in my last video as well, so I won't go on. But yeah, you don't have to make resolutions and goals and everything just because it went from December 31st to January 1st. Like, it's just another day. You don't have to change your life just because of that. But yeah, that's, I think, kind of what I'm trying to say. You don't have to wait until a new year or a new week or a new month or a new anything to change your life for the better. So yeah, I really hope these tips were helpful for you guys, and I love you all lots. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.